Okay, there we go.
All right, here we are. Here we are. Hey, hey,
Hi,
beautiful. How are you? Oh
I
no, I'm
am
not being
fabulous.
wonderful. Yeah, and you are, and you are.
There we go. Thank you,
let
ma'am.
me
Thank you,
let
ma'am.
me see here. We do not own the right to this music. Okay. Before we get started, I wanna play this song because I love it and it reminds me of me. It reminds me of you, and that's why I wanted to put this in here real quick. So I'm
Okay.
gonna play this real quick.
Oh, we're not getting no love today. Let's see.
Can you hear it?
It's kind of muffled.
Let's see. Let me move it back here. Can you hear it? Can you hear it now? Let me turn this. Let me move it on this side.
That's a little better,
Okay.
but it still kind of keeps breaking up.
Okay. All right. What we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead
Uh-huh.
and we're gonna get started because I don't want to keep you no longer than what I have to, but I want to get to know everything about you, and I'm excited. I'm excited because I'm just honored that you would say yes. So, everyone, blessings and blessings to each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Letting Me Encourage You for a Minute. And y'all know I'm your girl, just
Yeah.
being the Apostle V, Pastor V, your girl V, whatever you want to call me. Just, just don't call me late for dinner. But listen, I got a beautiful woman here this evening, a goddess, a queen, a princess, Miss Erica J. White. I came across this queen. She had made a post, and it stuck out. It just stuck out to me. And I said, yeah, I got to ask her. I got to ask her if she would be on Let Me Encourage You for a Minute. Because you reminded me of, I don't know her name. I always forget her name. And I know what she's a cover girl. I think she's a cover girl model. Um,
Are you talking about Winnie Harlow?
yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it grabbed me. It just grabbed me. And I was like, yeah, I got to have her on Let Me Encourage You for a Minute, because it's, first of all, just your confidence, and it was just you. It was you, just you. And I was like, Lord, I hope this lady says yes, because I've asked a few people to do this, and it was like, yeah. And then when it was time to do it, I didn't hear anything back from them. And some people, let's be real, some people act like they're a little bit too good to be up here or whatnot. But like I told them, this is a
Mm-hmm.
platform that God gave me. If it was up
Mm-hmm.
to me, I wouldn't have this.
Mm-hmm.
This birth from me losing my son. So trust me, this wasn't something that I asked for. This wasn't something that I was chasing after. This was birth from me losing my son. And I
Mm-hmm.
wanted other mothers, I wanted other parents, I wanted other people to always know that they didn't have to feel alone. To always know that, I wanted to encourage and motivate other people to keep their heads up. They don't have to commit suicide. They don't have to seep into depression. They don't have to feel alone. They don't have to be lonely. So this is where that comes from. And so I honor you, woman of God, for saying yes to me. I thank you. And yeah, I'm just honored. So before we even get any further, I would like to ask you, would you take us into prayer before we even get started?
Oh, wow. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. Dearest Heavenly Father, I want to come before you this evening just saying thank you. Thank you for this platform. Thank you for this amazing woman that invited me to even be on this platform. And just thank you, Lord, for making me as I am, just allowing me to stand in my confidence, in my joy, and in my faith. And I just enjoy spreading this to other people. Father God, I hope you bless everyone that is watching us, whether on Facebook, StreamYard, or YouTube, and just let people know that the confidence is within. You made no mistakes. Every person you created was handcrafted and beautifully made by you yourself in your image, Father God. And I hope somebody takes something positive away from this podcast. In your name, I ask it all, Heavenly Father. Amen.
Amen. Amen. So, Miss Erica, um,
Yes.
we've all heard of, you know what? Let me do this. Let me do this because it's hot and I can't do this.
Come on, Sister Wicked. Yes, ma'am. Come on through.
Listen,
Yes.
I've been working
Come
in this
on
room
through.
all day. I don't listen. I ain't got time for that right now. So, okay, now that I done did that and I can, girl,
How the kids said clock that T? Is that what it is? Clock that T? Come on through and clock that T, girl. There you go.
girl,
Yes,
hold on.
ma'am.
Give me a swig of my crystal light for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm ready now. I'm ugh, I'm ready. I've been working on these ties all day. So yeah. So now I know a lot of us have gotten the first real big deal of Vitilago, of course, you know, with Michael Jackson. And a lot of us, we ain't gonna say a lot of us because I didn't laugh at it. You know, a lot of people made fun when he did the Pepsi Cola commercial, and you know, he got burned, and so they went off to saying that he was trying to be white, he bleached his skin and all this other stuff. And for so many years, he was trying to tell people, you know, this is what was happening to him, and you know, people was calling him a lie and all this and you know, all of that. But as time went on, they saw that, you know, he wasn't lying or whatever. And so, you know, nevertheless, that's what it was. But just reading up on it a little bit, I saw that vitiligo is a disease that causes the loss of skin color in blotches. And
Hold on just a second.
I'm sorry,
Is vitiligo.
vitiligo. I'm sorry,
Vitiligo, yes, ma'am.
vitiligo. Okay,
There you go.
vitiligo
Yes.
occurs when pigment producing cells die or stop functioning. Is that
That is
correct?
correct. That is correct.
Okay. And I got up here just a little bit. It says symptoms requires a medical diagnosis. It ain't just something that you can just right off the bat diagnose. Does it require a medical diagnosis?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And so when did this start with you? Because like I told you, I was going to do a little bit of background, but I was going to really turn everything over to you because this is something that you have lived with. This is something that you have grown with. And so I'm not going to try to take over something that you live with every day. So you can
Okay.
teach us on this.
Okay. Well, basically, when it first appeared, I would say
Mm-hmm.
my daughter was about 3 years old, so that was about 20 years ago. And it appeared
Okay.
under my arms. And at that point, I didn't care. I wasn't walking around with my arms up showing everybody, so nobody could see it. I could care less. My doctor was like, "Well, you know what that is?" I said, "Yes, I do." And he said, "The only treatment that's out right now is steroids." I said, "Well, since you're talking to me about my weight, we're not going to discuss steroids. That's completely off the table.
Right.
Let's move on to something else." So I ignored it. It went away. I was like, "Cool," it was just something brief. And then it came back with a vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
about 10 years after that, and it just appeared in my face. I went to bed and woke up and I went, like, stepped out the
Wow.
bathroom,
So
stepped
this
back
isn't something
again.
you were born with.
No.
Yeah.
And so, to my knowledge, no. For me, no. If people can be born with it, that is definitely a fact. You can come into the world with
Okay.
vitiligo. That just wasn't how it
Uh-huh.
happened for me. For me, it was kind of just late in life, and there it was. And so at first, I
Uh-huh.
covered it up. I'm not ashamed to say that. I had my makeup, and
Mm-hmm.
then when the makeup wasn't working, I
Yeah.
tried color corrector, and that had put a point had stopped working. And finally, one good hot Sunday here in Houston, Texas, in the parking lot
Yeah.
of Windsor Village United Methodist Church, I said, "Not today, Satan." And I just
Come
did my
on.
eyelashes, my lips, a little eyeliner, and I said, "Let me go sing in this choir real quick." And
Right.
dash out of there and go home. But I got caught. So Sister Lillian Harris caught me and was like, "Erica," and I thought, what is that in your face? I know you had that. And I said, "Well, Miss Lillian, the whole point was I didn't want anybody to know. My goal was to sing and leave. That way nobody could see it."
Right.
But once she saw it, she introduced me to this
Right.
beautiful spirit named Diane Wilkes Trivett. And when I met Diane, I said, "Oh my God, somebody else looks like
Okay.
me." And so we just started hanging out real tough, and then I just started meeting
Mm.
people everywhere. I met um I met Gwen at church. Gwen was an usher. I'm like, how did I miss seeing you all this time at church? Just never saw you. Then I met Kim and
Yeah.
I met Dorothea and just started meeting people. And Christmas, people just started popping out of everywhere. I scared a lady in Walmart. I was like, "Oh my God, how you doing, family?" She looked at me and her husband looked at me, and I was like, "I'm so sorry." I just get so excited when I see people that look like me. So I have to introduce myself and say, "Hey, how you doing? Can we take a
Yeah.
picture? Can I post this
Yeah.
on Facebook?" Like that. So I've been to Dallas and met a young lady in Family Dollar. I was in Atlanta 2 months ago. I met a young man trying to find a parking space, trying to go to the Publix grocery store. He was just
Yeah.
walking down the sidewalk. I was like, "Hey, family." Him and his friend looked at me. I said, "I'm so sorry." So I parked the truck illegally and got out. And so on the sidewalk, we had a conversation with this young man because I was like, "Oh my God, how you doing?"
Yeah.
And his friend was like, "I love it myself." And I asked him, I said, "Well, what was your journey like?" He said, "It never really bothered me." He said he got it in middle school. Nobody really bullied him or anything, and he just been living his life. And I was like, "That's amazing."
Oh
Got
my.
tired in my neighborhood and met a Caucasian young man named
Uh-huh.
Joe. And I played it cool because I couldn't really tell. Because,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
had tanned already, but then he was like, "How you doing, my vitiligo sister?" And I was like, "Okay, so I'm good, we good." So, we talked it up. It was just amazing. It's always a great vibe and great energy when
Yeah.
you're comfortable enough when you meet people that look just like you. It's
Come
just like
on.
an instantaneous love fest. So that's what
Come on.
vitiligo has been for me.
Oh my. And you know what I love when you said when you took the makeup off and that Sunday, and then you saw Sister Kim, and you saw this one, you was like, "Where you been?" And when you realize they've been there the whole time, but we don't see it when we're hiding. We don't
Right.
see that. But then when we come into ourselves, that's when it's like, "Oh, you've been there the whole time." And wait, and that's when we start meeting, as you say, family. Because when I go places and I see another bald woman, I'd be like, "Hey, queen." Or even if because usually if I have one side of my head done because I got a tattoo, I'll say, "Hey, queen," or "Hey, family." She'd be like, "Hey, queen." And it's like, when you are true to yourself and you're good with yourself, it's that's when you really start truly seeing your family, your true family. But when you're hiding, you can't. Your vision is off. As I always say, your vision is off, and it could be right there in front of you, but your vision is off. Oh Lord, where you went? Come back, Erica. Where you went? Okay, y'all. She coming back. Hold on. Oh, there you go. I'm coming. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me add you back to the stage. Okay, there
Sorry
you go.
about that. My
That's okay.
earbuds stopped working, so I couldn't hear you. But
Okay.
yeah, it's just amazing. Just meet people everywhere. And my first well, we celebrate World Vitilago Day the last Saturday in June every year.
Okay,
So my
last
first
Saturday.
last Saturday in June, that last weekend. So
Okay.
my first conference, I went to Boston, and
Uh-huh.
it was just amazing seeing all the people I had been friends on Facebook with. Like in person, where I could like reach out and touch them. And it was like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah,
God, I talked to you and I talked to you and I talked to you. And hey, can I get a hug? I mean, and it just, I mean, there was people of all ages. I
yeah.
mean, there were some older ladies there. I mean, it was just breathtaking. And it was like, cool, I like this. And then when we hosted the conference here in Sugarland in Town Center,
Oh,
that was so lit. And I was like, we had texted, we got to go real big. So, we had one of our team members made our tutus. And I
uh-huh.
found these purple cowboy hats that lit up.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
taught a line dance. I mean, just out there.
Oh,
And so I was
wow.
like, it was just, and for something about that conference just really got
Yeah.
into my spirit. So my spirit went to a whole nother level at that point. And, I've missed a couple. The last one I went to was in Atlanta, and
Uh-huh.
that was about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I missed the one last year, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to attend the one in Tampa, Florida this year. Tampa, Florida, June 25th through the 27th. I believe those are the correct dates.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's just amazing, just the level of fellowship and just love that goes about. Here locally, we lost one of our oldest members, and when we met her, she was like in her late 80s when she got it. And
Oh,
just getting her, and she came out of her shell with us, and we loved on her. And Mother Harrison was just an amazing spirit. But she's with the Lord now, so she's at rest and at peace. But it was just beautiful getting to know her and her family,
yeah,
and just being
yeah.
able to embrace and love on her like that. And it's just always a great opportunity just to fellowship and just love on each other.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So, okay, you said, all right, it was in your late 20s. So,
No,
okay.
late 40s, late
Late,
40s.
oh, okay, late 40s. So, did you have any symptoms before that at all?
Yes, I actually have hypothyroidism.
Okay,
And
okay,
if you already have an autoimmune condition,
yes,
it can cause the vitiligo to appear, and then
okay,
stress is also a trigger.
okay.
So if and you can just have a few spots,
Mm-hmm.
stress will make them spread even more. I have a couple of friends that have completely depigmented from head to toe.
Wow.
So everybody is in a different place in their journey. And I don't knock anybody that still wears makeup. That's your preference
Right,
because
right.
that's where you are in your journey. I can't look at you and go, "Oh, girl, where your makeup at today?"
Yeah,
No, that's your personal preference. Just
that's
like my
right.
personal preference is not to wear any.
Good, good.
The most
You
the most
good.
I'm gonna do, well, I keep the lashes done because they just cute like that. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my eyebrows, a little
Okay.
eyeliner, and I'm gonna jazz up my lips. They're gonna be
Bad.
purple, red, whatever. But foundation, all that, it's just too much work.
Come on.
And then, and
And then,
I never really heard any positive comments on Dermablend. And I heard it was expensive, and I just wasn't
yeah.
going. I was tired of the makeup anyway, so that just wasn't
Mhm.
a go for me. So it's just been this natural look. I wake up with this face every day
Well, you're
and love
beautiful.
it.
Beautiful.
Thank
Girl,
you.
listen. You are gorgeous. Good evening, Elderberry. You are gorgeous. I'm so serious. Like I said, when I saw that post, you snatched me. You grabbed me because it's like I was you are beautiful. You really
Thank
are. I
you.
mean,
Thank
just
you.
and it was the confidence and the picture of you in the mirror and just with the sweatshirt on and just girl the hoodie it was like oh my god, oh my god, the confidence and just being you, just true to yourself. That's what grabbed me. So, but it wasn't always like that in the beginning.
Oh no.
Okay,
Not at all.
what was the pivotal point? What got you to that point?
life.
Yeah.
You know, believe it or not, this all of this fullness, life didn't start out like that. I came into the
Yeah.
world 4 pounds and 10 ounces. So I've been fighting it for a long time. You know, I developed early. You know, bra early, curves
Yeah.
early. You know,
Mhm.
so that's unwanted attention.
Right.
And then,
Right.
you know, so in a sense, that's kind of bullying, you know. And I'm saying, okay, well, since I'm overweight, I'm gonna make sure I'm the smartest person in the
Right.
classroom. So that's what I
Right.
always fell back on. I'm of the sense I'm the fat friend, but I'm being the smart, cute fat friend.
Come
Because you know,
on.
you get that when you cute butt. And I'm
Right.
like, I'm sorry, why you putting what is it, but
A
a
butt.
preposition? Why you
Yeah.
putting a transition, whatever it is? Why are you putting that, making that
Right.
contingent? Why can't I
That.
just be cute, or why can't I just be pretty because I'm not a size two? You know?
Come on. Come on. And I hate that. She dark skinned. You know, she cute to be a big girl, but I don't like that. I don't like that.
Mm,
You cute to be a
no,
dark
ma'am.
skin. Come on. No, I'm cute, period. Or I'm
Thank you.
beautiful, period. You know, and
But
I
you know,
understand what you're saying with the, you know, no hair, and all my other friends had hair down their back and all of that. So I had to be smart because I felt like I didn't have anything else. Or, you know,
you know.
the
No,
guys
well, I
love
had
the
hair.
girls. Yeah,
I know
yeah,
I had hair. I had long, pretty hair.
yeah,
You know, my ponytails and everything. I had all of that. You know, and with the weight, my mother never let me just sit to the sideline. I took ballet, jazz, and tap with everybody else that was skinny and thin.
yeah.
I was in the band and from middle school to high school, you
Mhm.
know, active at church. So it wasn't anything anybody else did that I couldn't do. I did that,
Right, right.
you know, so whatever, you know, graduated high school, went on to college. So, you know,
Mhm.
shout out to my HBCUs because I graduated from two of them. Fisk University is in Nashville, Tennessee. My mom was from Tennessee, Murfreesboro. Hey y'all! And then I came back home and got my master's degree from Texas Southern University. So I'm
Awesome.
strictly the HBCU kid. I love it. And you know, college was a new experience, and
Mhm.
you know, just life. And
Yeah.
you know, I have a daughter. She's 20. She's going to be 27. So I'm a domestic violence survivor as well.
Bless you,
And
God.
yeah, so you know, it's just you just live life and you just have to just
That's right.
rebuild yourself. It's
That's it.
nothing that you experience in life where you should just sit in it and just stew in it.
No,
It's
you can't.
find the strength to leave it and get out of it and move on because I like to tell people it's life after.
Come on. And
I
is
survived. I survived that. Life went on.
that.
You know, this is nothing to survive and walk around with is what I'm saying.
No.
It's here. It's not going anywhere. So I have to deal with it.
Get
When
up.
I decided that the hair had to go because the patches wasn't working, when nobody would cut my hair the way I wanted to, I got my brother did it for me first. He shaved my head. I went and bought me some clippers,
Yeah.
shaved my head myself, got my little shaver, my little
Okay.
straight edge razor when I want to real close. I do it myself.
That.
I do everything that I need to do to make me feel good. Keep the
Amen.
nails done, toes done, all
Girl,
of
come
it.
on now.
So
Come on. I love it.
you know what I'm
I
saying? So
love it, baby.
it's life after.
I love that. It's life after. I
Yes.
love it's
And
life.
then live your life to the fullest.
You better.
Who am I gonna let tell me what I can and can't do? That's not gonna happen.
No. No.
You know, and I understand it. I'm not for everybody. I understand that.
And it's
I don't
okay.
need it. I don't need everybody to like me, love me, whatever. I could care
No.
less.
No.
The people that need to be around me are there, and the ones that have excused themselves stay gone. I
And
like
I
that. I
thank
love it.
and I
Makes
thank
life easy. Makes life easy for me. Makes life easy for me. See you laughing, you cracking up.
you. And I thank you. No, because I
But you
feel you
know,
on so many levels. Because sometimes people think leaving you is hurting you. No, you're helping me. Thank you. Please.
okay.
I love it.
Because it's easier when you dismiss yourself.
I promise you.
That's
I
less. See,
promise
I decided that positive energy is just the best thing to have. And I
that.
can't have you around me being negative, trying to, you know, take my energy. Please go somewhere else with that.
Trying to suck. Girl, have you seen? when you look at movies and somebody gets fucked up, no, I'm not right here looking like a prune. I'm not doing that.
Mm-mm. Nope, I
No.
need you to move around. My positive energy is for me. You know,
That
I've been working on some
right.
vocabulary because the words get a little flagrant sometimes because I know how my mouth is. So I work on that daily. So I try not to cut you up. I try to give you every opportunity
Please,
to
please.
save yourself so that I don't have to step out of my character and tell you about yourself. I always try to forewarn people, you need to love this me right here because that
Please.
other me, and
It,
once you get that
it
me,
ain't
that's
gonna
all
do
you're
no
going to get for
good.
the rest of your life. That's it.
Yeah.
It's no coming back from that. So,
No, no. So
you
it's
know, it
best,
was,
it would behoove you to,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
Cause I had a friend in my post was like, okay, sis, me and the brother gonna ride out. Who we getting? I was like, no, 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 back up. I said I extend grace to children and my elders, and anybody that fall in between there can get it. But I
Oh,
extend grace to them because they children don't know any better. First of
right.
all,
That's it.
so
That's it. That's it.
and you know, a lot of older people, you know, if they don't see anybody else that looks like me, they have no clue. So yeah, they're gonna
Right.
ask me, "Hey, have you been burned?" Because that's what they associate
Yeah.
the
Yeah. They don't
discoloration
know
with.
no better.
So,
They don't know no
so,
better.
so I had no problem with saying no, sir. I didn't get burned. You know, why are you taking
Right.
medication? No, I'm not. I said, you know, and I didn't elaborate, but I said, no, I'm not. I'm beautiful just the way I am. No,
That's it.
I am not taking any medication for this. Just like God gave it to me. Apparently, it's meant to be here, so it's here.
That's it.
Now, if he want to return all my skin color, fine. I'm not mad at him, but
But I'm
like
not
this
gonna
right
get
here,
it.
I love it.
That's it.
I think it's great. I think it's
It's
fantastic.
beautiful.
Personally, I'm just
Everything
saying.
that he has done is when he got to us, he's everything that he did, he said is good. And when he got to us, he said it's very good. So evidently, me having no hair was very good. And it's meant
Hmm.
for somebody else so they can know it's very good. So evidently, he needed you to be that way so somebody else can know it's very good. It's okay. It's
Exactly.
okay. Only
Because
only certain people can handle this. Everybody can't handle this. Everybody can't handle this. So I look at it as we're warriors. We
mhm,
are graced. We're graced for this. We're graced for this. Yeah. We are graced for this. Everybody ain't graced for this. Everybody can't handle this. So I count it a joy. It's an honor to carry this badge of honor of alopecia. I can't, it's a badge of honor because everybody ain't graced for it. Everybody, I know people, even in the groups, some of the groups that I'm in, they've asked, how do y'all deal with this? What doctor can I go to? What shampoos can I use? What creams? What this? And my mind is, why are you really even in this group? Because you haven't accepted it yet. If that makes sense, what I'm saying. You're in an alopecia group, but yet you're asking, what dermatologist do you go to? What can you do to get your hair to grow back? Why are you in this group? Because you're not ready for this group. You're not ready for this yet. You see what I'm saying? Why are you in this group? Because once you get into this group, that means you've accepted this.
well, not necessarily.
Okay.
I,
Okay.
I agree with you to some extent, but not
Okay.
necessarily
Okay.
because everybody has a starting point.
Okay. Okay. I can see
You
that.
know, so if for instance, I'm in an alopecia group, and the lady asked, she said, "How do you do it?" I say, "Well,
Mhm.
real easy. I just get up and go. I like the freedom of going to bed and getting up and
Yeah.
shooting out the door. I don't have to
Yes.
use a curling iron. I don't need a relaxer. I don't have to get no braids. I don't need none of that. I can just get up and go."
None. That's it.
I said, and on them days when I want to change it up and shake people up, I got a closet full of wigs.
Girl. Not
Long
playing.
hair, short hair, long hair,
Yes.
short hair, black hair, purple hair,
Yes.
burgundy hair, curly, straight, bob, whatever. I got that.
That's it. That's it.
I
That's
said,
it.
that's what I do. I said, so if you're not comfortable being bald and you want to wear a wig, I say,
Yeah.
find your good girlfriend and put
Yeah.
a wig on. And y'all go somewhere. If it's
Yeah.
just to the grocery store or if you just go to the mall real quick, I say just go somewhere.
Yeah.
I say, and somebody will come with you and say, oh, I like your hair. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that makes you feel good. And then
Right.
when it's like, okay, you ready to graduate from that, where you
Uh-huh.
don't want to wear a wig at all, then I think that that's what we're good for because they still
Okay.
need that
Okay.
support. You know,
I
it's
can
not like I want to leave you hanging like, why you asking me that question? No, I want to give you information and share my experience so you can draw from that what you need and you go on your journey and travel your journey how you see fit.
I
You know,
can
just
see.
like I was saying with the makeup, I would never tell somebody, "Oh, girl, where's your face at?" Because I'm gonna look at you
Right.
like, I know you didn't ask me that question.
Mm-hmm.
Cause see, that's my stipulation. Whether I'm on the wrong way or in a movie, I am not putting on any makeup. This is what my face looks like.
This
I'm
is
not
it.
covering. I'm not covering up for anybody. I don't care
No.
who it is. This
I
is me.
got
You either gonna take me like this, or let me go about my business. That's the only two options you get.
and that's it.
And everybody has always been gracious, so you know. And you know, and I know that I'm not gonna always be accepted everywhere I go. I know that. You know, every role I audition for, I'm not gonna get. Every show I cast for, I'm not gonna be in. But the ones that I'm in, I do it to the best of my ability. And then when I get a call back, it's like, hey, I did my thing. You know, now I enjoy. You know, where I don't have to cast for a fashion show. The designer just be like, hey, did you become model for me? I'm like, okay, what date you need? I got my calendar out. Let me
Wow.
pencil you in. I enjoy that now.
Awesome.
I
Wow.
love it. You know,
And
so and it's just gonna keep building and keep building, elevating. I've been in magazines, I've been on two billboards in Miami, Florida. I'm getting ready to do billboards again this year
oh
with
my
Mish House twice. So I went from having 10 sisters. This
yeah.
year I'm gonna have 33. So,
Wow. Oh my God.
different fashion shows. I plan on doing New York Fashion Week this year. So it's just a lot of things that I have planned that I'm going to do and I'm gonna
Yeah.
do them.
I'm excited for you. Oh
Thank
my.
you.
What were you nervous to do your first fashion show?
I really was, but the crazy thing was the acting came first.
Are you serious?
Yes, 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 yes. The group that I'm in here in Houston is then the group is Houston Vitilago Awareness Movement.
Uh-huh.
So we did a play called Matters of the Heart back in April of 2018.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool. So of course I played the character with Vitilago and it was awesome. I got over my nerves and everything. And I was like, oh, okay. I can do this acting thing. I said, what else can I do? So I went to a model casting call, got
Mm-hmm.
casted, walked in my first fashion show. So it's just been something that's just been building ever since. So it's been 7 years now, and I wouldn't change anything about my journey.
Wow. Oh my God. You are amazing. You are amazing.
Thank you.
And okay, after you did the acting, what led to the fashion show?
Just saw the casting on, just scrolling on Facebook, and it said we're taking any type of models. And I was like, they're taking plus size models. Let me go see what that's about. Let me see how true that is. And it was. And
Oh,
it was an amazing show. I keep in touch with all my designers, and
wow.
I've modeled close to some great people. I've done photography sessions with some amazing photographers. So it's just like I said, it's just gonna keep building. The momentum is just gonna keep going.
Oh, wow. You are phenomenal for real.
Oh my
Um,
goodness!
you are. So
See, you got
what
my face turn. See, you making my face turn pink. Stop. Making my face turn
is
pink. Stop it.
it's true. It's true. And I admire you so much. What would you tell the up and coming person that's just now discovering this, that's discovering the patch, that's discovering the discoloration, that's discovering the autoimmune? What would you tell that person?
It's nothing to be afraid of.
Okay.
Even for the people that act like ooh, we're contagious. I actually had a lady. I gave her some money to
Uh-huh.
pay for something. She put
Uh-huh.
my change on the counter. Excuse me? But I didn't know where I was. And then, the person I'm trying not to be, because
Right,
it
right.
automatically just kind of, and I went,
Yeah.
no, Erica, that's not a good thing to do. We can't act like that in the hospital. We have to behave ourselves. So I just kind of picked I kept talking to her real nice. When I picked
Uh,
up my little change, went on about my business, and it's like, I can't touch you and give this to you. That's what autoimmune means. It's in my body, it's my
right.
condition.
That's
I
it.
can't touch you and you're going to turn white all over the next day. That's ridiculous. That's just like, so, okay, so when you post, Facebook, Instagram, everything, TikTok, all that good stuff. So my Facebook post is on Instagram. So, of course, some Instagram keyboard thug
Yeah,
decided to
yeah.
have something to say. And I didn't out this person because, like I said, my brother friend that was cutting up on Facebook, I said,
Uh,
I am not going to tell him about this because he is really going to act a fool. So the person goes,
right.
well, she needs to wear makeup because it will make her look better. And I'm like, make her
Yeah.
look better. So I'm like,
What is
so
their
I
definition of better?
I sat on there for a minute because of course this person had no profile picture and some weird
Right,
username. So I
right,
sat with that for a
right.
minute and I said, I'm sorry, are you slow? You do realize that that's my picture, right? And that's my face that I wake up with every day. I said, let me go and tell you something real quick. You might want to go find something else to do. Please
Something
and
safe.
thank you. So the comeback was, well, I know you were gonna slice me up like that. I said, well, that's what you get when you want to
Right.
bother somebody that's not even talking to you in the first place. You have no relevance in my life whatsoever. I don't know you at all.
Exactly.
Mind your business and
Get right
stay up out of mine.
there.
And your life will be so much better. I said, 'cause if you thought that was me slicing you up, it's a whole lot more that goes on with that. You might want to stop right there.
That's nothing. Look, that's nothing. Oh my
Thug
God.
somewhere else. Thug somewhere else. I said, 'cause you don't want to meet the thug that's in me, so go somewhere else with it. Because I'm not trying
Please.
to hear that. You don't get to steal my joy. It's mine.
Right.
I wake up with it every day when I put my feet on the floor. So no, miss me with your foolishness. I don't have time for that. I don't.
I cannot stand. Oh my God. People can be so oh they ignorant. That's the word. Ignorant. Just ignorant. Oh my God. So
Or
now
or when I'm walking toward people and they walk or like walk around me like on the other side. I'm sorry. Is that supposed to hurt my feelings?
first of all, you should be honored.
To be in my presence. Okay, let me not go there, but I'm just saying. I mean,
You
is
should
it
be
gonna
honored
kill
to
you
be
to say
in
it's
a
gonna kill you to
place.
say hi, hello, how you doing,
Yeah,
speak, say
yeah.
thank you, stuff like that. I mean, what am I gonna do? Breathe on
And
you
it
or
don't
something?
even be
Like,
the kids. It don't even be the
no.
kids.
It's always grown people.
Right,
Always grown
right.
people.
Me and my husband had a conversation about that. Like, when we were younger, way younger in school, yeah, I got bullied, I got talked about, I got picked on. But now as an adult, the kids, girl, I go to the grocery store. The kids are the last ones, to look or whatever. And now, bald is such a thing now. But it's like
Hmm.
with other stuff, it be the adults that act stupid. It be the adults that really you supposed to be grown. You supposed to be mature. Like,
It's like one of my biggest pet peeves is staring in my face and not speaking. My thing is if you can stare, your lips can move. A simple hello, how you doing?
right,
And going about your day. As
right.
encountering visiting somebody at the hospital, I'm walking through, I'm all excited and stuff, and everybody is looking at me. I'm like, excuse me, I know I said good morning. I'm loud. I know I said good morning. Did my
Girl, you
voice fall on
too.
deaf ears? Is it an
You
echo
too.
somewhere? Good morning. How are you doing? So when one lady smiled at me, I said, thank you so much. She said, what you mean? I said, all your found up coworkers. I said, this is not it. And she said, girl, they probably don't have no money. And we just bust out laughing. I was like, she is hilarious. But I'm like, good morning. Is it going to kill you to say two words? Or if I'm gonna come up in my spirit and I hold the door for you, you can at least say thank you.
That part, please and thank you.
Thank you. That's it. It's not that
Shit.
hard. I mean, it's like being polite just went all the way out the window, past the door, out the neighborhood. It's not hard. Two words. Thank
Really not.
you.
It's
Please is one word, and good morning. That's
that
it.
part. Please, please, and thank you.
Because
It's
my
really
thing is, if you don't like your job, find something else to do. If you don't like your job, please find something else. Because
that part.
family and me is not it. If you don't like working at Walmart, work somewhere else. If you don't like working in the hospital, work
Right.
somewhere else.
If you don't
Keep
like
that,
your
keep
job,
that,
find something else.
keep that negative energy to yourself. I don't want that nowhere in my hemisphere. Like,
Oh, if you
no,
don't like your job. I didn't
that
ask
part,
you to apply for this.
that entire
You work
part.
at McDonald's, you don't like working in fast food. You don't like working in Subway. What is it? What you don't
I
like
don't
working in
understand. But long as you keeping your negative somewhere else, I'm good with
right,
that. And
right.
then and like on the alopecia part, so I'm participating in a pageant in August, the Bow the
Uh-huh.
Beautiful pageant in Mesquite, Texas, August 16th. And
Okay.
it's like I'm meeting all these beautiful bow women, and I'm like, okay, cool. Although I've been modeling at a alopecia show for the last couple of years. Miss Cherise Gregory
Uh-huh.
does an alopecia weekend here in Houston every Labor Day weekend. So I've done it for like the last 3 4 years,
Uh-huh.
and just meet all these beautiful women, and it's like, okay, exactly. And
Awesome.
and it's always, when you get into a spot where you can motivate other people, it's just paying it
Yes,
forward.
that's
Because
right.
when you were feeling uncertain and were unsure, there were people that appeared in your life to
Uh-huh.
boost you up.
That's right. That's right. That's
So
right.
when you feel like, okay, I'm ready, I got it, then you just pay it forward to
Yes,
somebody else. And then
that's
they
it.
pay it
That's
forward and
it.
somebody else pays it forward. And then,
That's right.
you got this positive vibe going on around you, and it just makes it easier to coexist.
Exactly, exactly. And I like what you said, pay it forward, because a lot of people sometimes they forget where they were. And my husband and I, we had talked about that being in the military. And sometimes when you get your E5, your E6, your E7, you forget that you were a private at one time. You forget that you was a PFC one time. And people forget how other people made them feel at one time.
Hmm.
And I hate that. Don't forget how others made you feel so you don't make others feel that way. That's
Right.
one of my biggest things. Don't ever make somebody feel how somebody made you feel. You know, it's we got to remember that as a people, period. Don't ever
Hmm.
make somebody feel how they make you felt when you felt bad, when you felt like no one saw you, when you felt like people made fun of you, when you felt ugly, when you felt like you were unimportant. Don't make people feel that way. Please
Exactly.
don't do that. So in these next few minutes, what would you like to tell people? What would you like people to know?
Life is too short for foolishness.
Yes, it is. I like
It
that.
is just too short.
Yeah,
You
it is.
know, I've lost a lot of people close to me over the years, and life is just too short.
It is.
Don't live your life for anybody else but you.
Come on.
Do what
That's
makes you happy.
come on,
Do what
sis.
gives you joy. Whether
Amen.
you scared or not, just step out there and do it. The worst thing you're gonna get is a no, or you might fall flat on your face, but you know what? Get back up and do it again.
Period.
Because
Period.
at some point, the no is gonna become a yes.
Yes.
You falling flat on your face will be you standing upright and moving forward. And then
Amen.
you make sure you connect with the right people to
Mhm.
bring the right people forward with you.
That's right. That's right.
Some of them scragglers and stragglers or whatever, loose my coattail because I don't have time.
Right. Right. Don't do
You
it. Don't
know,
be
it's
dragging behind me. I got things to do.
leave me in. I'm in peace. Leave me in peace. Thank you very much because I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to protect my
And guess
peace.
what? Family too. Family too. Family too. Family too.
Sad to say, that is true as
Yes.
well. That is
Hey,
true as well. I
listen,
hate to say it, but
I
it's
done
true.
experienced that, and I'm good. Matter of fact, I'm
It's
great.
true. So
Yeah, and sometimes it
that's
has.
basically it.
I've never had a problem with that because, like I tell people, if Joseph's brothers wanted to kill him and even sold him into slavery, why do we think our family ain't gonna do stuff? Why do people have a hard time when family betray them, hurt them, lie to them, lie on them? Why? I I'm good. I have no problem with saying, okay, we ain't gotta talk, we ain't gotta whatever. You stay over there, I'm gonna stay over here, and we're gonna be good. I have no problem with that. Matter of fact, February, March, April,
That's you
baby,
counting.
what? Baby, I've been good these 3.5 months. I've been good. Seriously, I've been good. No communication, no nothing, no hatred, no bitter, nothing. I'm good. I'm good. And if you called on me right now, I will be right there for you. But you stay over there, I'm gonna stay over here, and we good. We good.
Exactly.
I'm serious. Because
You know,
like you
my
said,
thing is,
uh-uh. Mm-mm.
see, when I stop checking up on you, you should be concerned because that means I'm letting you go. When I don't call you, when I don't text you, none of that, especially if that's the energy you giving me. Oh yeah, I'm on reciprocity all the time. I'm give exactly whatever you putting out, that you gonna get back from me. So if you not calling, you not texting, or none of that, I'm not either. I'm sorry.
That part. You
Like
don't do
again, life is too short.
it is. It is.
I don't have time for that. I have
Yeah.
energy for the people that are being positive with me.
Come on,
Anything outside of that, miss me, but with it. You know,
please.
like that smile in your face. I experienced that. I know you had something to say, but you sure smiled in my face like we was the best of ladies. But
What?
that's okay. That if that made you feel good about yourself, great. Because I know the next time I hear that way, I don't have to see you. I don't have
It
to
had to
deal with you, and
happen.
life is good. I
It
mean,
had to happen.
me speaking to you wasn't gonna take away nothing from me. Because what's meant for me is for me.
It
So
had
you can't have that. You can't have that anyway.
no. It had to happen.
So So of
And
course I'm gonna be like, hey, how you doing? Because like I say, politeness.
yeah.
Hey, how you doing? And that's the
Yeah.
end of the conversation.
Ooh.
I was courteous in them 2 to 5 minutes, and that's all you gonna get.
That's
And
right.
it's gonna be every time because I know what your heart and your mind is, and
Amen.
it's not with being a friend or anything positive in
No.
my life. So that's all you get, 2 to 5 minutes, and move around.
That's it. And especially when I know hurting me excites you. Hurting me is part of your agenda. No, we can't do that. We're
That's
not gonna do
right.
it. I'm not gonna
Spirit,
I'm not gonna help you hurt me. We ain't gonna do that.
spirit of discernment.
You better use it. You better use it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
real. So
Yes,
my
ma'am.
sister, let some people know what are some of the dates. Now you said the last week, the last Saturday in June.
Yes.
The last Saturday in June, and then what are some other dates that we can celebrate with y'all, and what can we partake with y'all?
Oh, some other dates. Let's see. I am going to be. Oh, I'm busy in May. I have
Okay.
an event this weekend. I'm modeling at a women's empowerment
Ooh.
program. The following weekend, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's a Mother's Day weekend. I'm busy Saturday and Sunday. I'm
Awesome.
doing I'm in an event for a friend of mine, and then I'm going to a film award show that night. And then
Awesome.
Sunday, it's a Mother's Day brunch. So I'm trying to figure out how to get my mama to go to this brunch and see how that's gonna work. Uh,
Awesome.
End of May, I'm gonna be in Orlando, Florida, working with a show. June
Come
7th, I'll be back in Atlanta, modeling on the show with Gemini Exclusive Wear.
on.
Then the weekend of the 21st, I'll be in Dallas, Gentleman Wonderland.
Come on, girl.
So just busy. I forgot what I'm doing in July. August is like is a fashion show and the pageant.
Okay.
September is gonna roll into the alopecia fashion show.
Ah,
October is another fashion show in Atlanta. So
wow.
it's just a lot of stuff going on. I'm sorry, end of September is another fashion show in Dallas. New York
Mhm.
Fashion Week is also in September, so the calendar is just busy. And in
Okay,
between,
now
I was trying to find
you
some way
said
to
August.
film.
Is the
Hmm?
pageant in August?
Yes, August the 18th, I believe, is that third Saturday in August.
Okay.
Mesquite, Texas. 2025 Born the Beautiful pageant.
Oh, and okay, is that with Katina?
Yes.
Okay, I was supposed to do it. I had to drop out. I had some stuff.
Oh,
See, that would have been a chance for me to meet you. But yeah,
well, you can still come to the event.
well, I'm not gonna be able to. But
Oh.
guess what? I would definitely so into y'all. I definitely will. I promise you I will do that.
And it'll be another show next year.
Yeah. Now that one I
So
hope I can do that one. Yeah,
yes.
because I was looking forward to it. I did a little interview thing, the casting call, all of that, and yeah, I had to pull out of it. But I am so excited for y'all ladies. Y'all are beautiful.
Thank
So
you.
beautiful. And I'm just ready to see, the aftermath of it. Because I know y'all gonna just tear it up for real. I know y'all are gonna be fabulous. So yeah. I'm praying. I wish all of y'all could win. I'm serious. Well, there's no losers anyway. So, but anywho, I love you, my sister. And if
Thank
you
you.
need me for anything, please don't hesitate to call, to ask, the inbox, to text me, whatever the case may be. I am here for you. And I thank you
Thank
for
you.
this. I thank you so much and I honor you. You are
I
truly.
appreciate you so much
No, I appreciate
it's
you.
because it's not always, it's not even always about me. I spoke at a middle school last week to some
Oh,
eighth grade girls, and it was just like I remember being in the eighth grade,
yeah,
and I remember
yeah,
the eighth grade,
yes.
eighth grade going into ninth grade, and
Uh-huh.
but for me, the bullying kind of stopped because I'm that person. I'm gonna always make sure I make the right friends.
Uh-huh.
So I made sure I made sixth grade. I made sure I made friends with all the eighth grade girls.
Yeah,
Like when I met them in PE class, I
yeah,
made
yeah.
all of them my best friends. So when anybody picked on me,
Uh-huh.
I made sure they were right there. And I didn't have to do anything. They took care of it for me.
They had your
It's
back.
it's always about alliances and who you let into your life. So
That's it.
when I
That's
made
it.
friends with them, it was like, oh, y'all picked on her. What was that
Uh-huh.
about? It
Oh
was
my
oh we
God.
sorry. It was like oh we sorry. Mm-hmm. And then I think I've been theatrical all my life because I remember in elementary school,
Uh,
when I started elementary school, I was 4 and I never even knew how to read. So
ooh,
I'm reading to my kindergarten class
yeah.
and they were trying to figure out where they wanted to place me.
Uh,
Well, first grade was okay because
uh,
I was in the neighborhood with them, but third
yeah,
grade, it was like, they don't like me and I don't like them either. Let's not do that. So it was only just like the first grade. So this one particular
yeah,
girl didn't like me. And she just kept pushing, kept pushing. So I think when she was in the fifth grade, I might have been in the third grade.
yeah,
We had a fight after school on the way home. Like I'm saying in the ditch fighting, we fighting.
yeah, yeah.
And so it gets back to the principal the next day, and he called us both in the office. And that's when I started putting them dramatics with them fake tears and everything. I was like, I
That's a
don't know
fake.
why she don't. I don't know why she don't like me. I've never done anything to
Yeah,
her. I
yeah.
never said anything bad about her. And she started the fight, so we had to fight.
Oh my God.
We had to fight, and I had like a little bruise on my face or whatever, and all the theatrics. And so she just sitting there like, but he's like, so he was like, well, you're older, you should know better, so you the one that's gonna get suspended, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So she got all mad and she left out the office. So when she left out the office, our principal was known for smoking. So he lit a cigarette. He goes, "Now, Miss White, was all that necessary?" Yes, sir, it was. Because I'm tired of her picking on me. So I
Exactly.
wanted to make sure that I had proof she was picking on me. And then
Yeah.
I needed somebody older than me to take care of that. So you just did that. He was like, Miss, I need you to go back to class. Okay,
Oh my God.
thank you.
You a
Leave me.
mess.
You gonna leave me alone? I
That.
figured out a long time ago when you want to just go out to protect the people, you the one to be left alone. And I kept
Exactly.
saying, leave me alone, leave me alone. And she just kept
Look,
picking,
let
just
me
kept
alone
picking.
now.
So we had that fight. I would have won the fight. But
Mhm.
nonetheless, we had the fight. And then the outcome of that was you the one that got kicked out of school because you should have kept your
That's
hands
right.
to yourself.
That's right.
You thought I was gonna get me in trouble? Oh no, man. No, I'm gonna get you in
That,
trouble. That's how it works. Like
that
that.
they'll
So
learn one way or the other.
exactly. That's how that works.
Oh my God,
So
my
I've
sister,
been theatrical for a long time.
you are something else, and I
And I'm
love
gonna go ahead and
you.
put this out there too because nobody believes me when I tell them I'm
Uh-huh.
going to be 55 on my birthday in December. Please get that look off your face because it's the truth. The birth date on my birth certificate says 12/9/1970, ma'am. I'm a true 70s kid. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Well, baby, you are beautiful. You look
Thank
good.
you.
Right there. I trust you. If
Thank
you
you.
say so, look. If you say so, I'm gonna take you at your okay. Honey,
I have ID that proves it.
baby, you killing these young girls.
That whole part right there.
You killing these baby. Look, you killing these young girls. All right then. Well, baby, you're beautiful.
And
But
and
listen,
those are the ones that always give me compliments.
you look.
Teenagers and young adults are always when I'm out. You
You
are so beautiful. Thank you.
are. You
I
are.
love your skin condition. Thank you.
You're beautiful.
I tell them thank you.
You
Because
you
they could be saying something totally different. So I'm always like, thank you.
right, right. But you are gorgeous.
Thank
And
you.
your personality make you even glow even more.
But see, I always say it's a whole lot behind this smile, but it blinds you every time. Wow. It's a lot of baggage behind it, but
Look, it was
you know,
necessary. It
you
was
just you just get out there and live life and do you. I mean, that's just
necessary.
it.
It was necessary. It was necessary. And I'm just glad that I had an opportunity to meet you. I am.
I thank you because I mean, just the teachable moment, it wasn't even, I didn't really think it was gonna amount to anything. I was just, saying, hey, this is my teachable moment and it is what it is, and then, and amongst ourselves in the community, we'll be laughing like one somebody said, you better than me. I said, I used to think like that,
Uh-huh.
but it defeats the purpose of not sharing the information
That's
and
right.
give you the lesson.
That's
Because
right.
if I share the information and give you the lesson, you're informed. So the next time you see something, you already know what it is.
Exactly.
You're
Exactly.
not walking around with a preconceived notion or confused.
Exactly. That's
You
it.
get facts. And my easiest
And that's what
explanation
I
for
mean.
it is, and I tell people, I say, it's real simple. Matter
Mhm.
of fact, when I taught school, I told the kids, I say, it's real easy. I
Uh-huh.
say, we all have cells in our bodies that produce melanin.
Come on.
I said, what mine do, I say, they have a boxing match go on.
Yeah.
I said, when they get tired of fighting, I
Uh-huh.
said, these little white patches it's just everywhere.
Yeah.
They pop out everywhere. I got them on I ain't really shaved my head bald, except for, I
Oh,
have my little aloe spot up here. But I wanted to
uh,
see where my vitiligo spots were on my scalp. So they
yeah.
all right up in here. And I said, okay, cool. So I just vitiligo everywhere. So it's just easy. It's not hard.
Yeah.
People make it hard. It's just real easy.
Well, you're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Doesn't it offend when people ask, I say it offends me when people tell me I need a cure. I'm like, no,
Exactly. No, baby. It
you
just shows
know.
you a fighter. You a fighter. You a warrior.
When Absolura first came out, I was doing a fashion show in Louisiana and we had gone to the mall. And I
Uh,
had just seen the commercial for the first time.
uh,
And I looked at it and I went, oh, okay. That's
uh,
nice. Okay. So the lady asked me, she said, well, have you? I said, yes, ma'am. I just saw the commercial. I said, and for those people that are searching for a cure, want a cure, I'm
uh,
happy for them. I said, but it
right.
just came out. I said, I need for that to be out like 5 to 6 more years
Yeah.
where they do a
Yeah.
whole lot of testing
Yeah. Yeah.
and let's see how well it works. And then
Uh-huh.
I might let that thought pass through my brain. Might.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I might.
That.
But I'm not going to run to it because they're saying, oh, it's a cure. No.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because I talked to a mom several months back where her son takes medication, but the minute he stops taking it, the vitiligo comes back. And I
See.
told her, I said, well, he's a young man.
Mm-hmm.
I say it's a very successful young man that's on Facebook that I follow. He plays Kappa and everything. Amazing. He's modeled. here in the US and London, everything. I found him. I said, let him decide who he wants to be.
That's right. That's
I
right.
say, and just support him.
Uh-huh.
If this is how he wants to look, support him every day.
Exactly.
If
Exactly.
he don't want to, if he doesn't want to take it, you have to accept it.
That's his choice.
You know,
Exactly.
it took me a long time to get my mother on the same page with me because she's one of the makeup people. No,
That's it. That's
but
it.
she wears it. I'm not wearing it. But why? Because I don't want to.
And I don't blame you.
Respectfully, I don't want to.
Right.
I'm not gonna. No, respectfully, no, ma'am. I don't want to wear that.
I don't
You know,
blame you.
I'm a jazz my lips up with some glitter and everything, but I'm
Come
just
on.
not gonna pile
No,
it on my face like that. I'm just not.
I don't blame you. And don't
You
have
know,
to.
I say so. You know, so then she started asking me questions. You know,
Yeah.
well, print out this article so I can read it. And I said, well, what happened to you? You
Uh,
know, well, I just want to know. I said, okay, well, let me get you some information then so you can read this, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah.
you know, being the only one, it's like I wouldn't even know where to begin to even start to go,
Yeah.
who could have possibly had this? I have
Yeah.
no idea.
And that's what I did.
To me,
Was there anyone else in your family with this?
to my absolute knowledge, no, ma'am.
Wow.
Mm-mm, not at
Oh,
all.
and does your daughter?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
My granddaughter, no.
Hmm. Okay.
So I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I still think it's fabulous though. So
I do too. I think it's beyond fabulous.
you know, I
Just
have a friend. She told me her grandmother has it. She
uh-huh.
has it, and I'm not sure if her kids have it or not at this point because it's been a while since I've talked to her. But it can
Yeah,
be generational. It
that's
can be
right.
anything. It can be any nationality. You
Exactly.
know, it
Yeah.
can be any. It can be because that first conference I went to, we did video chats. So
Uh-huh.
we talked to a group in India. We talked to a group in Asia. We talked to a group in Africa. We talked to people everywhere. And it was just, that was a sense of grounding for me. It's
Yeah.
like, wow, I can go to India and see somebody look like me. I can
Uh-huh.
travel in Africa and see somebody that looks like me. I can go to Japan or China or wherever and somebody will look like me. And I'm like, that is just awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Hmm.
That is amazing.
Yes.
Oh. Well, baby, I am so glad. And again, I thank you for sharing this time with me. I'm honored. I really am. I am honored because you could have been doing anything else, but just the mere fact that you share this time with us, I thank you. I thank you so much. And I don't take it lightly. I really don't.
I am truly flattered. I
I'm
really am.
you are a blessing to me. And I love
Thank
you.
you.
I love you
Thank you.
much.
I love you too. Oh,
I pray that God continues to bless you. I pray that He continues to use you in a mighty way. I pray that your territory is enlarged, that you will be able to continue to make people aware of this and inform them and make them knowledgeable of this thing and to know that they are unique, and that nothing is wrong with them and they are fearfully and wonderfully made.
yes, ma'am.
And I pray your acting career, the fashion shows, the modeling, all of that stuff. I hope it blows up. I'm serious. Just don't forget about me. I just need a little bit of money for gas, a little fruit. That's all. That's all I need. That's all I need. That's
And
all.
I receive every last bit of that.
That's
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
You are deserving. You are deserving. And I love you much. And please keep me up to date with everything that you do so I can support you as much as I can. I'm so serious. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have heard from the phenomenal Miss Erica J. White. Please look her up, send her a friend request, keep up to date with everything that she's doing so you can follow her and support her. She is amazing. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Let Me Encourage You for a Minute. And
Oh,
again,
let me
oh,
share that information real quick. I
go
forgot
ahead,
to do
baby.
that myself.
Go
So
ahead.
Facebook is Erica J. White, like you see on the screen.
Uh-huh.
Instagram is lowercase Erica J. White. And then TikTok is at Erica White 96.
Ooh, and make sure you come back and type all of that in. Because maybe I
Where
want
do I
this.
put that? Oh, where it says chat. Will they see it there?
Yeah, chat or right here. Can you see where to come in at? Or you can do the chat.
Oh,
Tell
wait a
me
minute.
again.
Wait, can I tap on the screen?
Yeah. Or you want me to
I've
type it?
never done. It says where you're in the show. I don't.
Okay.
Don't
Tell
let
me.
me mess it up because the last time I touched the screen, I went away. So
Okay,
I
tell me
don't want to
again.
do that again.
Hold up. Okay. Facebook is
Yes,
what? Wait a minute. Facebook
Erica J. White. Just like my name is showing up on the screen.
is Erica J. White. That's
Mm-hmm.
Facebook now. Get that up there.
Instagram.
Okay. Instagram. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. Did I put? Oh, I forgot the M. Lord bless my heart. Okay. Instagram is
All lowercase.
uh-huh.
Erica ERICA J.
J
Period. White.
period white.
Yes.
Okay.
And then on TikTok, I finally figured out how to work that.
Tick.
Is at Erica, lowercase, Erica White 96.
Erica White 96. Oops, let me put I put a T there. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Put the thing send. Make sure I got all of that correct. That's right.
Where did it go?
TikTok at Erica White 96.
Yes, that's it.
All right. So those are her platforms where y'all can reach out to her and follow her. Please follow her and support her. Please. Thank y'all. Thank you, lovely. You are so beautiful. Thank you
Thank
so
you so much. Oh my goodness.
much. Thank you. And I pray
Thank
that
you
you
so much.
have a good night.
You have a blessed night too. Thank you again.
All right, y'all. That is it. And until the next time, I love y'all and agape as always. Bye. I think this going in. Okay. Yep, there it is. Okay. In that. Well, okay. In. Well, okay. It's supposed to in. Okay. It's going in. All right. Let me leave out of here. Okay. Leave studio. All right. Leave.
Uh, hello? I'm done.